got itself a goat to seal the win. It is time now to fly, Eagles fly, on Game Day Prime.
Welcome to Game Day Prime, presented by Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan on Amazon Prime Video.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Minneapolis. I'm Chris Rose, joined by a pair of Hall of Famers, primetime Deion Sanders.
How you doing, man?
And LTZ, LaDainian Tomlinson. I didn't think we could top last year's game that we saw. Overtime finish, 28-3 down. They come back. But we saw this. It truly was improbable.
No question about it. The back and forth. And you got to tip your hat to Nick Foles to be able to go throw for throw, touchdown for touchdown with the greatest of all time, Tom Brady. It was really terrific. I mean, the Philadelphia Eagles, they deserve all the credit because they when Brady and the Patriots took the lead, we thought it was over. A lot of us did. You probably did too. You thought it was over. But they came right back.
Well, let's show you how it all went down here in Minneapolis. Coldest Super Bowl ever. It was 3 degrees at kickoff.
You got that right.
Yeah, but good news, we're playing indoors. Now, Tom Brady putting on that glove in the late going. His team down all game till this. Rob Gronkowski hauls it in.
I thought it was over. Right here.
You did?
You can't deal with Gronk. He's a nightmare to cover one-on-one outside the numbers.
That is the first Patriots lead, but Nick Foles undaunted. 4th and 1, Doug Peterson decides to go for it. He said, I ain't giving it back to no goat. And how about this? The pass to Zach Ertz, that's a first down.
The pocket presence. Good job of moving in the pocket, finding an open receiver.
Now under 4 to go. Foles to Nelson Aguilar. Had a team-high 9 snags on this day for 84 yards. They're in field goal position, but you don't want a field goal against that guy. You want a touchdown. Make it put serious points on the board, and guess what? He finds it. To Zach Ertz on the slant. Catch, run, touchdown. But holy Jesse James, Batman. I saw the ball hit the ground just like the Steelers did against the Patriots. Now remember, it's ruled a touchdown.
Different.
But this one, he had become a runner.
Yes.
So the call stands. That is indeed a touchdown, as Julie Ertz from the U.S. national soccer team says, goal! They missed the 2-point conversion. But the Patriots are down 5. They still have a chance thanks to you-know-who.
Play of the game right here.
With just seconds to go.
This is huge.
As we're just over 2 minutes, Brandon Graham with the strip. It's the one and only sack of the game. And the rookie ends up picking it up. And the Eagles are feeling good about themselves as Brandon Graham gets the strip. And Nick Foles is like, hooray, we're heading that way. But even the owner says, let's just chill and get some more points.
Not over yet.
So after the Barnett recovery, it's the rookie. Jake Elliott from 46 yards out. Longest field goal made by a rookie in Super Bowl history, and the Eagles have an 8-point lead. But, oh man, no, not again. From midfield, the last play of the game. Looking for Gronk, and it is knocked down, and the Eagles indeed have their first ever Super Bowl, their first football championship since 1960, as they best the defending Super Bowl champs. The guy who started the whole underdog theory there in the city of brotherly love, Lane Johnson, caught up with our Kimberly Jones.
Lane, what do you think this Super Bowl means to the city of Philadelphia?
It's huge. The city's been waiting so long, and especially to go against the Patriots and get a victory. It's the best outcome possible. I'm just ready for this parade. You need to come feel it. It's going to be unbelievable. I can't wait.
What did it take for your team to pull off this win?
We needed to dominate the line of scrimmage. We knew Brady was going to be tough. I just knew New England defensively couldn't hang with us up front.
So you knew that was an advantage coming in up front on both sides of the ball?
Yeah, I mean, we knew we had the better offensive line and defensive line. Brady, they do a good job of getting the ball out. Very effective with that. But, when it came time to put it in, where it counted, it mattered.
How do you explain the ball Nick Foles has played throughout these playoffs?
You keep underestimating him, man. I know it's hard just from the path that he's taken, but couldn't be in a bigger stage to perform as well as he did, and lights out to him, man. So happy for him.
And he's the MVP. Last question. What do you do with the dog mask now?
Maybe hang it up on the wall like a deer head. I don't know. Maybe start selling those. I don't know.
Congratulations, Lane.
Hey, what a 24 hours for this man, Brian Dawkins, on Saturday, enshrined in the Hall of Fame. Then the Eagles, he still works with the organization, said, repeat after me, the Philadelphia Eagles are world champions, #fly, Eagles fly. And they are flying because that offense came up big time. As you mentioned, Nick Foles going throw for throw against Tom Brady. We wondered whether or not he'd be able to do it, and he most certainly did.
Yeah, and we saw Nick Foles play his best 2 games over the last 2 games. NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl. And it really speaks to me the job that Doug Peterson has done, putting them in the best situations. We talked about the RPOs. That's where Nick Foles really excels at, and he's done a terrific job of hitting guys when they're open, and especially those deep throws. To me, that's where he came up big. Game after game, he has come through on those big throws like this one you see on your screen.
Normally when a backup quarterback throws the ball 43 times, it's in a losing effort. 10 for 16 on 3rd downs, 538 yards of total offense. They kept the ball for 34 minutes compared to almost 26 minutes for the Patriots. Simply unbelievable by Doug Peterson, Nick Foles, and that whole entire Philadelphia Eagles football team. Let me tell you something. He threw one interception, and that wasn't even his fault. This guy was brilliant out there. The play calling was timely. They weren't cautious. They went after it. When he came out and they threw the ball on the first play of the game, I said, whoa, that's confidence. We got ourselves a game. After the first play of the game, I said that to myself, and that's what we had. I'm so darn proud of Nick Foles and his entire offensive team for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, it really was the defense that got it done all year, but in this game, they didn't even force New England to punt. They did force the huge turnover. That was Brandon Graham, one of their defensive captains. Here he is on the huge forced turnover.
Basically, I had a one-on-one. I won my matchup. My guys up front got Brady to, the guys in the back end got him to not get his first read, and I was able to just swipe at the ball, and, it came out. I didn't even know it came out till Derek Barnett picked it up, and next thing you know, we off the field, and I'm just, thankful that I made the play when it came to me.
What would you say to
Brandon Graham will join us a little bit later up here on the set, but if I had told you at the beginning of the day that the Eagles defense would give up 33 points, more than 600 total yards, would you have thought there was any way the Lombardi Trophy would be in their locker room right now?
No. Because the main storyline coming into this game was the Patriots offense versus that Eagles defense, specifically the defensive line. And they didn't get to him until the second to the last possession for the New England Patriots. And Brandon just came up big right here. You see it, the strip sack, got his team the ball back. And I tell you, but up until that point, they were getting torched.
Gronkowski went for over 100. Amendola, Hogan, all 3 of these guys went for over 100 yards, and yet and still, they still came up victorious. That tells you how good their offense was, because their defense was pathetic out there today, except for that one pivotal play that changed the game.
So Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, they were going for one for the other thumb as a duo in New England. It didn't work out. Here's the coach and QB after the game.
If you're not in the game, you don't have a chance to win. So, if you want to be world champs, you got to play in this game. So, we played 8 of them, and they were all good games. But today we had our opportunities. Never really got control of the game. Never really played on our terms, and just didn't make enough plays when we needed to. Yeah, we hit the first one, and then, just obviously the strip sack. The guys made a good play. They got a good rush, and that's what they needed. Someone needed to make a play, and those guys made it.
Really proud of the way our team competed tonight. Wasn't, unfortunately, our best, but which it needs to be in this game against a great team like the Eagles. But proud of the way our players, coaches, everybody competed for 60 minutes. Just wasn't quite enough. We weren't able to perform at our best. Obviously didn't do a good enough job coaching. Missed a lot of opportunities offensively in the first half. Didn't play good enough defense. Didn't play good enough in the kicking game. It just wasn't quite enough against a good team like Philadelphia.
Tom Brady's got that show, Tom versus Time. Offensively, he just ran out of time. This is not on him and that side of the football. This is on the defense. The first month, we openly discussed on this show, boy, are they going to be good enough to get back? They tightened the screws from week 5 on, gave up the fewest points in the league. Prime, what went wrong defensively today?
Well, the mystery of Malcolm Butler is one thing. Let's address the elephant in the room. This has been your starting corner for the entirety of the season. Yet and behold, lo and behold, Super Bowl time, he doesn't touch the field on defense. Right? What's up with that? Now, well, that puts you in a vicarious position because now you're having safeties play against slot receivers that can really play this game at a high level, and they were victimized. You talking about Aguilar? I mean, 11 targets, 9 receptions, 84 yards. Yeah, Torrey Smith, man, had 49 yards. Clement, 100 yards. I mean, Zach Ertz, 67 yards. Not that he would have been guarding and covering the tight ends, but that's a valuable player. You can't negate this kid and what he's accomplished all year for I don't know what happened. Whatever happened, it should have been overridden because of the complexity of the game. This is the Super Bowl, man.
Well, you know, Coach came out and said it was a coach's decision. Wouldn't discuss it anymore, and I would imagine we probably won't ever find out about it. But did this decision cost them the game, the Patriots, to not bring Butler out on defense, in your opinion?
I think very possibly because they had no answer for Nelson Aguilar, and I believe Malcolm Butler could have played a vital role in helping stop that. But we talk about the Patriots making you play left-handed. They couldn't do that today. They couldn't stop the run. They couldn't stop the pass, and ultimately that's what cost them.
Nick Foles, a great game, a Super Bowl MVP performance, 373 total yards, 3rd most passing yards in a Super Bowl win. Only Brady and our own Hall of Famer Kurt Warner had more in this one. Boy, Nick Foles, simply fantastic on this day with 373 yards. Guys, here is the leader of the underdogs. He just turned 50 on Wednesday. He is victorious in Super Bowl 52 on Sunday. Doug Peterson, congratulations.
Thank you guys so much. It's a great feeling. Hats off to our fans, our team, organization. What a way to finish our season.
All right, let's start with the 4th down call in your own territory. Still had plenty of time. Could have punted it away. Was your thinking, I ain't giving the ball back to that guy on the other sideline?
I had to consider that because, you know, we hadn't really slowed them down, you know, from our defensive standpoint. So I just knew that if we were going to win this football game, I got to take a couple chances, and that was one of the chances that we took.
Coach, let me tell you something, man. I'm an offensive coordinator in Texas, man, at Trinity Christian High School. State champions, by the way.
You had to throw that in there.
Throw that in.
But you don't understand how proud being a former player to another former player at your position, what you did tonight. 538 yards. You was 10 for 16 on 3rd downs against the New England Patriots. Coach, you dialed it up. I mean, your play calling, your timing was extraordinarily wonderful, man.
Well, I appreciate that. You know, in the last 2 weeks against the Vikings, you know, one of the #1 3rd down defense in the NFL, and we had great success last week, and then to come out again this week and do the same thing. My hat's off to Frank Reich, the offensive coordinator, the staff, the guys on offense that they just, you know, I talk about doing our jobs on 1st and 2nd down to keep us in those third and manageable situations, and we were able to do that tonight. And then our quarterback was able to put the ball in our playmakers' hands and for us to stay on the field.
And you started it out, Coach.
Hold on. Speaking of, here he is, your Super Bowl 52 MVP, Nick Foles is here.
Did you guys discuss you starting out the game throwing the football, the first play of the game?
Yeah, we discussed it, and I loved it. He's an aggressive play caller, and we all love it.
Doug, talk about the fourth down call early in the game, the touchdown to Nick Foles.
Yes.
How long had you guys been working on that play?
We've had that play in probably the last 3 or 4 weeks. We've been working on it every week. We've kept it in. You know, it's fitting because the play call is called Philly Special. And our guys executed. Trey Burton throwing it to Nick Foles, did a great job. Well-executed play.
Wow.
Well, hold on, Hans. When the ball's in the air, did you do much thinking or just react?
just reacting, but made sure I looked it in because you don't want to drop in that. But I just, reacted. Great throw.
So we learned that Nick Foles is a much better receiver than Tom Brady tonight. Is that what we learned?
Oh, no. I mean, I'm glad I looked it in and caught the ball.
How do you explain what has gone on for you over the last 7 or 8 weeks? I know, listen, you might not listen to all the sports shows and the radio stuff in Philly, but when Carson went down, everybody goes, I mean, that's it. Really? So how do you explain what has transpired with you?
I mean, I'm fortunate to be around a great coaching staff, great players that we just continue to work throughout the process. I mean, guys went. If you look at our training room, it's an all-pro Hall of Fame training room. There's a ton of adversity, but everyone just kept working together, kept believing, kept grinding, and that's what this team is about. Everyone doubted us, but we just kept coming, and now we're world champs.
Hey, Nick, that sounds good. I mean, that sounds great. Coach, that sounds good. But this soon, in your second year, this soon, you're the Super Bowl champions, man?
I'll go back a year ago, and it started when we drafted Carson Wentz, and then we built the pieces around Carson. Then we go out and we get guys like Nick Foles, and we go out and get the Patrick Robinsons and the Alshon Jeffries and Torrey Smiths and all those guys, like Garrett Blunts, that surrounded Carson. And we understand Carson's a great quarterback. He's going to be a great quarterback for us, but being in this position as the backup quarterback, my confidence level, even when Carson went down, was, you know what, we're going to be fine. We're going to be okay because we got a guy that's played a ton of football in this league. He started in this league. I have history with him. We drafted him in Philadelphia. And it was just a matter of time with him being around the players and getting some timing and some rhythm when, yeah, we didn't look really good. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But you know what? I saw these guys in practice every week. They got it done, and they got it done tonight.
Over the last 2 weeks, well, not 2 weeks, the last 2 games, championship game and the Super Bowl, obviously, you look the best. How did you tweak the offense maybe a little bit to cater toward his strengths?
Well, a lot of it was just sitting down and having conversations with him, and then going back and watching some of his old tape and seeing the success that he had on film and what was really comfortable with him and what he likes. And it's okay that he may not like something that Carson likes, but you know what? It fits our offense. It fits our personality, and that's what we did. And Frank, hats off to Frank Reich and the entire offensive staff, Jeff Stoutland, for the run game and the RPOs and the things that got us in this position, and then ultimately winning this football game.
Nick, were you really close to walking away, quitting 2 years ago? Were you close to quitting?
Yeah, I mean, in my heart, it was probably 100%. And it was, it was a tough 6 months. I went through a lot. My wife was there every step of the way. My faith was tested, but I just kept leaning on the Lord, kept praying. It was a journey that we all go through, and that's why, sharing this is like, people shouldn't be afraid to feel that, and inside them, because I feel like everyone goes through that moment, and we're so blessed to play this game, but it eventually comes to an end. And at that time, I would not be the person I am today without have going through that. And then it just makes this moment like you're just grateful and blessed to be in this moment.
Did you lose your love for the game?
Yeah, that was it. If you don't love this game, it's hard to do. So when you don't have your joy, I grew up in Texas. Played some Texas high school football.
Talk to him, baby.
Hey, that stuff's real. I touched the football the first day I was born. So when the joy goes away, that's a hard thing. But that journey that I went on strengthened me, because when I was weak, I became strong, and that's where you're just blessed in this moment. We're humbled in this moment, and grateful.
Do you think it helped you that your coach, with all due respect, was a career backup in terms of preparing you the minute you're thrown in there in week 15 just to make sure, hey, we don't miss a step?
Yeah. Well, I mean, this guy's a stud. I mean, he's around a long time.
Yes, he is.
He can still throw it. He can still do it. But I think the most important thing was just being around him. Doug didn't change. Doug drafted me. He came and worked me out at Westlake High School. He was one of the only people that believed in me. And he hasn't changed as a head coach. His role is just larger, but he's still the same person. So all I did was simply just watch him live. Watch how he is. He's a man of character. We all respond to that. And, to be in this moment, it's a real identity, and that's what created the identity of the football team.
And I'm grateful to have played for this man. I'm grateful to have won a world championship with this man.
All right, I got 2 quick things for you. You started 17 games in your career. Do you remember who your last win came against?
Patriots.
Bill Belichick
Wow.
and the Patriots.
Wow.
Congratulations. We'll give you, if you ball, you get the call. Prime, hold that up so that the MVP gets a hold of that, and the coach as well.
Yeah,
and then, Coach, you finish every meeting by saying, let's go get what?
Ice cream.
All right.
Happy birthday.
There you go.
So here you go. Enjoy that.
Haagen-Dazs.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. Thank
Here you go.
so much.
Here's a spoon.
There you go.
And now it might be chocolate soup at this point.
A little warm.
But here you go. By the way, we know that your buddy Brett Favre spoke to the Eagles yesterday. Get the team ready. Here's a little bit of a tweet. So proud of my friend Doug Peterson and the performance his Eagles showed tonight. Doug called a great game, and his team was pure class. Congratulations on the Lombardi.
I appreciate that. Those are some great memories. He and I had a chance to be in 2 of these Super Bowls, and my hat's off for him for taking time and spending some time with our guys yesterday.
See you in a deer blind near you, I guess.
Exactly.
Doug Peterson.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nick Foles, congratulations, guys. Congratulations. It's awesome. There's your Super Bowl champion Eagles, the head coach, Doug Peterson, and your Super Bowl 52 MVP, Nick Foles. All right, still ahead, you'll hear from the Eagles' backfield. Jay Ajayi and LeGarrette Blount will join us together on the set, and also the defensive side of the football led by Brandon Graham as we continue with the Eagles win.
NFL Game Day Prime is presented by Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, a Prime original coming to Amazon Prime Video.
Are you hiring great people?
I get more talented people through the door through Indeed than any other job search that I use.
Indeed delivers 6 times more hires than any other job site. Post a job in minutes, and Indeed will help you zero in on just the right candidates. Plus, there are no upfront costs or long-term contracts.
Nothing has ever been this easy, this simple, and this effective.
Right now, start your first job posting with free premium placement. Search for greatness. Indeed, the world's #1 job site.
Are you done yet?
Does it look like I'm done?
Shouldn't you be at work?
Todd. Hold on.
Your real bike's all fixed.
Man, you guys are good.
No, we are the #1 motorcycle insurer in the country.
Wait, you have a real motorcycle?
And real insurance with 24-hour customer support.
Well, I retire as champion.
Game hog.
Champion.
What's different about TA during our playoff run is we have so much experience from guys who've actually been in those situations.
Willie McGinnis, David Carr, DeMarcus Ware.
From the quarterback all the way to the O-lineman.
We appreciate each other's opinion, but it's always from a different perspective.
This is as easy as it gets.
This offense has to run from inside out.
We can break down every phase of the game and give you a clear insight of what's going on or what could happen.
This team has everything to make a deep playoff run.
I don't have my wallet, so.
Perfect. You can send a digital payment.
I don't have one of those payment apps.
Perfect. You have a US-based bank account, right?
I have Wells Fargo.
Perfect. Then you should have Zelle.
Perfect.
Perfect.
The #1 mobile banking app just got better.
Does your coach use Zelle too?
Of course.
Another way we're building better every day.
Non-attorney spokesperson. Attention. Have you been seriously injured or has a loved one been killed in a motor vehicle accident?
Call 800-634-8768.
You may be entitled to compensation. Personal injuries can happen at any point in your lifetime. And in a few seconds, you or a loved one may suffer debilitating injuries that could change your life forever.
Call 800-634-8768.
For a free consultation, you may be entitled to compensation.
Foles fakes. He is going deep, and it is caught by Alshon Jeffrey for a touchdown.
Oh, what a great catch by Alshon Jeffrey.
That could be the play of the game. What a catch.
You are the most senior member of the Eagles on this defensive line in terms of the longest tenured guy in Philadelphia. To come up with that huge play, what did it mean to you personally?
It meant so much to me because I know how hard we work as a team and how many people counted us out, but we believed in each other in-house, and that's all that really mattered. And at that time, all we was talking about was somebody going out there and making a play, and I'm just happy that, you know, I was the guy to make it, but overall, we rushed as a cohesive unit, and I was able to make that play.
Yeah, but before you made it, there's a guy sitting to my right, went to work early in the game, and I saw the matchup, and when they put the young fella on him, I said, oh, it's a wrap. And you went to work, man.
We knew it was gonna be a matchup game. We was trying to take advantage of our matchups. I mean, Nick let it fly. I made a hell of a catch. I wish I would have caught the first one, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I missed time my jump, but hey.
But did you guys feel like you could take advantage of him in the passing game?
Most definitely. I mean, we feel like all season like nobody can stop our offense. I mean, plus, you know, defense, we know they're going to come through. They're going to come through big for us. They've been happening all year. We feed off each other.
Now, Chris, now you beat your former team. You was on this Super Bowl team last year doing this. What did you tell your teammates to get them prepared for this game?
I mean, just basically believe what you see, not what you hear. They're a hell of a football team. They got the greatest coach all the time, greatest quarterback all the time. All we had to do was beat them once, and we had a pretty good team over here. When you turn on the tape, believe what you see, and we went out there and did it.
Now, did you guys know that you can get to Tom Brady? Did you think you had the advantage on their offensive line?
Yeah, I mean, he's so good at getting the ball out and seven-man protecting, but he couldn't do that all game. I mean, he was slicing us up, but we knew that eventually for whether it was one possession or two possessions, they were going to have to match up one-on-one with certain guys, and we got there.
What is that one thing, Chris, that you told them about Tom Brady? Because you've been there. What is the one particular thing that you said, hey, guys, if we do this, we got him?
Well, he likes to climb the pocket. You know, he's so adept.
Explain it. Our people don't know
he's
what
going to climb the pocket. You know, you can't just run by. You got to play with power. He's going to climb the pocket to like 6 yards, and he's so aware. He's going to take the underneath stuff. You know, he's great at making the big chunk plays, but you know how dangerous he is with just making good decisions. We had to just stay with it, stay patient. Just what we did.
Hey, hold on, Chris. Did you say anything to him after he blew past you and almost dropped that ball?
When I went up to him?
Yeah.
No, well, I just came right up to him and said, I never told you how much I appreciate you. I did last year, but I hadn't talked to him, and, you know, he's given so many people rings.
I'm talking about the time when he went out to catch the pass. Oh, did you say anything on the way back?
No, I don't want to piss him off. Listen, he's the greatest of all time, but he's not a wideout, so.
Alshon,
well said.
Alshon, I got to ask you, you guys took a shot early, you got the big touchdown. Was that part of the plan to take a shot early on them?
Most definitely, and Coach talked about all week. I mean, we had a hell of a practice. Coach talked about being aggressive, and that's what we did. We take advantage of our matches. We thought they was going to come out with a different game plan, but hey, they just played size, and we took advantage of that.
Foles caught a touchdown, too, by the way.
Hey, that was a hell of a play, man.
It was.
A hell of a play.
It was well.
Hey, Alshon, so you went against your college teammate, Stephon Gilmore. You were actually in his wedding, correct? So I saw you guys talk a little bit after one play. What did he say to you? Anything we can say here on the air?
I mean, he said a few words. I mean, about he said something after the interception, but I thought that was my fault. All right, he did. I mean, the play in the end zone, he just played football. He made a few plays here and there, but the one in the end zone, I mean, the deep ball and interception, I felt like that was more on me.
Yo, that would have been a heck of a play, though. If you'd have made that catch, that would have been a heck of a play.
Now, who is this? We have a special guest, Brandon.
It's my baby girl birthday. You know,
today's her birthday?
Yeah, and the wife's birthday tomorrow. So
happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
That's one less gift I got to give him.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Mama, to you two tomorrow, right?
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Daddy already got you a gift. It's called a Super Bowl. One day you'll appreciate it. All right, so guys, what is the party in Philadelphia going to be like? Chris Long?
Ooh, I keep telling these guys, I mean, other guys that have won it know the Super Bowl is awesome. That parade's just as good. Hydrate, because that parade's going to be good. And Philly, stay safe. We're just going to celebrate. We're going to be safe, and we're going to have a great time.
And I believe Bud Light had promised Lane that they'll have a party for us. So I mean,
Bud Light did.
Hey, you know, telling how.
Hey, who's going to perform? Because you know Meek locked up. Now, who's going to perform? Because I know you would have Meek, right?
Yeah.
To represent Philly.
I think we just going to play meek all the way.
As long as we don't do the hologram thing.
That's why I love you, man. That's why I love you, man.
They did. Yes.
You didn't peek outside during the halftime performance?
No. I was getting an IV. They were running us up and down the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, how was that? Like, how many guys got IVs at halftime? Because it was a fast-paced game.
I think I know for sure I got IV because I started cramping in the second quarter. Wow. So I know for sure I got like 2.5 bags.
Hey, I got 3 before the game, so I was I was all right.
Hey, Brandon, since you are the most senior member, at least once again representing Philadelphia, what do you think it's going to be like in Philly? Because for these guys, it's their first years there.
Man, I can only imagine. Like, I never seen this a parade like it's going to be in Philly. And, I mean, I'm looking for about 6 million people going crazy, and that's going to be the loudest chant ever. And I'm just excited to be a part of it.
You guys balled, so all of you got the call, you know.
There you go.
Y'all balled out. Yeah, you go. You balled, you got the call.
Very good. Congratulations, Alshon Jeffrey, Brandon Graham, Chris Long. Go celebrate with the rest of your teammates.
Hey, Chris, I love your dad, by the way. Good man.
He's a good man. Congratulations, guys. There's your Philadelphia Eagles, your Super Bowl champions.
But the backfields in this matchup obviously was a big talking point coming in. Look at the scrimmage yards from the Eagles running backs, 255. 46 yards of the Patriots running back production came courtesy of Rex Burkhead, and our Stacey Dales caught up with him.
Rex, clearly a lot of emotion in your locker room. I guess the first thing I want to ask you is, were you expecting in any way this to be the shootout that it was? I mean, record-setting, really.
Yeah, you know, you never know how these games are gonna go, and so, you know, as it is, unbelievable game. You know, a lot of turns, twists, and you know, battling through adversity. Couldn't be more proud of these guys, proud of these teammates, the way we fought. You know, not only in this game, but you know, throughout the year, with guys with injuries and whatnot, and guys that's stepping in. So, you know, I'm proud to be a Patriot and just proud of this team.
I think we're all accustomed to you guys making those plays. I mean, you have the ball at the end, and Tom gets stripped. I mean, what's the reaction to this offense when you do make those plays we're so accustomed to?
Yeah, you know, when those plays happen, honestly, you know, the team's like, okay, when's our opportunity coming again? That's just the mindset that Coach Bill and, you know, all these players and the leaders of this team have formed over the years. And, you know, it's a never give up attitude, and we're always going to fight till the end.
Obviously, a special group, you mentioned it, injuries this year, adversity. What do you take away from this season that you love about this team?
Oh, man, just the guys on the team. I'm so blessed to have the teammates that I have out here, and, you know, just the character, the constant fight, and, you know, just how we've come together through those times. You know, we've really grown as a team throughout the year, and just getting to know each other. You see the men not only on the field but off the field as well, and it's a very, you know, close group and a great group to be a part of.
Thanks for giving us time, Rex.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or the Eagles defense making arguably the biggest play of their Super Bowl 52 victory. Talk to one of the guys applying the pressure all night for the Eagles. Fletcher Cox joins the set next.
These players don't know it, but their lives just got a lot more awesomer. Pepsi and Circle K have agreed to work with us. I set up your first photo shoot. Action. They don't say action in photos. Okay. All right, guys, I think we're ready for the product. Here, somebody take this. Okay.
There you go.
I was like, oh, Pepsi.
Get your Pepsi Unreal Rookie deal by dropping into Circle K today, and don't forget to vote for your favorite Rookie of the Week.
That's how you're pro.
At Sam Adams, we salute those people who did that thing. Built that thing, tried that thing, messed that thing up, then tried it again. For all the people who believe in going for it, failing, improving, who do their thing the same way we do ours. Because life isn't about whether your glass is half full or half empty. It's about filling it up. Sam Adams, fill your glass.
Howdy, folks. Try one of my delicious $10 chicken shares at KFC. Get 9 extra crispy tenders, 12 hot wings, popcorn nuggets, or 6 pieces of Kentucky Fried Chicken. $10 chicken share at KFC. It's finger-licking good.
Take off for Mexico with Expedia.
One click gives you access to discounts on thousands of hotels, cars, and things to do, like the Royalton Riviera Cancun, for 54% off. Everything you need to go. Expedia.
Why create something this extravagant? Or make a back seat that feels nothing like a back seat? Why give it every feature you could want, along with a few you didn't know you needed? It's simple. You can build a car, or you can build a Cadillac. Come in now for this exceptional offer on the Cadillac CT6. Get this low-mileage lease on this 2018 Cadillac CT6 from around $549 per month. Visit your local Cadillac dealer.
Nice truck, Shaq.
Hey, thanks for coming by. I want to talk to you about my friend. He let his car insurance lapse.
Not a problem. We'll give him credit for any prior coverage he had in the last 5 years.
I like your style.
Just making auto insurance easier.
Let's take a ride.
Got an elevator?
Use the stairs.
Get your anonymous online quote with low payments now. For a great low rate you can get online, go to the General and save some time.
I'm like a wild tiger, trapped in the man's body, trapped in sheep's clothing. But hey, at least my taxes are free.
Intuit TurboTax.
Know my name. You don't know it yet, but I'm your all-time favorite player.
Lamar Jackson with more wizardry.
I'm the next face of the franchise.
Sam Darnold, incredible.
I'm the X Factor. I'm your new screensaver.
Mayfield, it's like he's got eyes in the back of his head.
I'm your lucky jersey. Touchdown. Know my name. The future starts here. Follow my journey on NFL Network.
Right now, we are joined in front of a rabid Eagles fan base here in Minneapolis by their star defensive lineman, the Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox. Congratulations, my man.
Thank you, thank you.
So you've, you dogged us all week about saying, oh, I've never seen a Super Bowl. What the heck's it like playing in one, especially this exciting?
I just won one, man. I tell you what, there's no greater feeling, to be world champions. And, I'm proud of this team, man. The things that we went through, and everybody doubted us. Are we the real team? Are we a real team? And we just went out and showed the world, man, that we can go against anybody and win when it comes down to it.
Fletcher, we talked this week, man, and you were adamant. I'm not watching. I want to be in one. Now you found yourself in the game. And it came down to that moment that Brady was going to have the ball. Did you say to yourself, oh, no, I can't be. This ain't going down like this?
No, we knew when he had that much time, we know how dangerous he is. And we knew once we stopped him on first down, getting the 2nd and 10, he got to hold the ball. And Brandon did a great job, man, and we did something that we do all the time. We just get out to the quarterback, the first guy get there, try to get the ball out. And Brandon Graham did a great job at it, and, the rook Derek, man, he recovered the ball, did what he was supposed to do. He should have scored, but he got the ball back to our offense.
Did the hurry-up offense tire you guys out? Because a couple times they flashed, they showed you on the sideline. I said, oh, big fella, you need to get your butt out there. Brady's going to go to work.
Nah, man, we went with a 3-man rotation this week. Okay. And, coach is trying to keep me fresh, for that last – the fourth quarter. I think the biggest thing was get guys going. We knew they was going to try to tempo us, so he wanted to keep me fresh.
Hey, well, hold on, Fletcher. Listen, sing along.
1, 2, 3. Hit him low, hit him high, and watch our Eagles fly.
Oh, the whole song.
Fly, Eagles fly, on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S. It don't get no better, man.
Oh, man, congratulations. How did your coach, Doug Peterson, prepare you guys for this moment? Because it seemed like to me you guys was very prepared. Whatever happened out here, you guys were able to bounce back. The Patriots took the lead late in the game. You guys didn't flinch. Miss Foles didn't flinch.
Sorry to interrupt, but I got a special fan for you. How's Kevin Hart for you?
Oh, he need a ladder. Here you go, fly.
I'm sorry. Fly, Eagles, fly.
That's right, baby.
Not quite 83-6, but they got it done, right?
We got it done.
It doesn't matter. We got it done.
We got it done. World champs.
I don't get done by ourselves.
Hey, Kevin.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yes, thank you. As we're live here on Game Day Prime on NFL Network. So Be honest, you can tell Fletcher Cox, one of the best defensive players ever. Were you a little nervous when Brady had the ball?
The best.
Tell him.
The best.
Tell him again.
Not one of the best.
I like it.
How'd you feel when Brady had that ball and got sacked? Lost the ball.
I'll say this. We're very lucky to have this guy a part of this team. I've been drinking. I'm on cloud nine.
Celebration early.
No, I started the celebration early, but it was supposed to happen.
It happened. You called it.
It was supposed to happen.
He called it. He did call it.
This was supposed to happen. Like, we got a great unit. We got a great team. We got a great defensive line.
I'm standing behind you. I don't want you to fall off the stage.
Wait, get off me! Wait, I'm not drunk. Get off of me! I'm having a good time. Get off of me! I'm sorry. Go ahead.
How do you celebrate this win tonight? What do you do from here?
You know what? Philadelphia is a great city. I hope this is an example of what we can do. We gave.
Yeah, hey, Kevin, I love you.
All right, he got to go.
He got to go. Listen, that's what it might be like in Philadelphia for about, I don't know, 6 or 7 months, Fletcher.
It'll be like that crazy. Yeah, Philly will be crazy for the next, until training camp start.
Yeah.
You got to tell me.
I tried to save him.
Yeah.
I tried to save him.
Talk about your head coach, though. How did he prepare you guys for this moment?
I mean, the thing is, man, he prepared us like he do every week. And it starts with him. He set the tone of the team, and then he let the leaders lead the rest of the way. On Wednesdays he's come in, he give his message, and then from that point on, it's up to the leaders. I mean, just situations like this right here that we were in tonight, we've been in situations like that. We've practiced situations like that, and he put that type of pressure on us to be ready for when it's time to come out.
Fletcher,
I'm proud of you, big fella.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We know you got a lot of celebrating to do. Great job. It was a whole lot of fun watching this thing.
It's going to be a fiesta tonight.
Yeah, be careful out there.
This is going to be a breeze.
Yeah, if Kevin Hart's any indication, be careful out there. All right? Congrats, man.
Watch out for him.
There he is, Fletcher Cox of your Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles.
Zach Ertz, a big reason for the fiesta tonight in Philly. 7 catches, 67 yards, and the go-ahead touchdown. He balled, and he will get the call from Dion next.
Good Morning Football is live from Minnesota for the big game.
Celebrating Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis.
With 4 hours of Super Bowl talk.
We got a lot to talk about.
Good Morning Football, live from Minnesota. Tomorrow at 7, only on NFL Network.
Smoky Mountain Barbecue. Stop, I can't do this. I thought if I dressed up like Reba, it would help sell my Smoky Mountain Barbecue. Try it in the tenders basket for just $4.99.
Yeah, we've come this far, but can we finish what we started? Do we have it in us? Can we get back at it and keep grinding? Because the second we think we've given everything, we're gonna give more. Because this is our moment, and we are. Made for this. We are made for this.
Whatever you're made for, Gatorade is made to fuel it.
You hit me like fire, shot me like a bullet, burn me up and down, no way to cool it. Every time you kiss me, it's like sunshine and whiskey, like a bottle of Jack, straight to the head. 1 shot, 2 shot, copper tone red. Every time you kiss me, it's like sunshine.
Applebee's handcrafted burgers. Any burger, just $7.99. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
New year, new phones for the family. Join T-Mobile, and when you buy one of the latest Samsung Galaxy phones, get a Samsung Galaxy S8 free. Plus, unlimited family plans come with Netflix included.
Spectacular!
So you can watch all your Netflix favorites on your new Samsung phones. Whoa. Join the Un-carrier and get a Samsung Galaxy S8 free. All on America's best unlimited network.
You got to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is going to believe in you.
These major schools, they had so much. We didn't have all that.
I traveled a road that was less traveled to get where I had to get. As I look back now, I just realized how lucky I was to have had that kind of environment.
Nothing is given to you. You have to earn everything.
Empty backfield. 4 receivers right. Back goes Foles. Fires. Slant. Touchdown! Zach Ertz. He caught it. He bobbled it. He never let it drop. Eagles have a 5-point lead.
Zach Ertz, how you feeling right now, buddy?
I can't put it into words, man. We're world champions. No one can ever take this away from us. The city of Philadelphia have been longing for this. They've been so hungry for this. And, man, we're world champions.
You became the go-to guy all throughout the game. When you had trips away, you were backside one-on-one, and I saw the corner squat with both his legs even. I said, man, they're coming to you.
Oh, yeah, man. Man, he's a heck of a player, McCourty. He's been playing at a high level for a long time. And I just want to go out there and make the most of anything I get. Nick played unbelievable tonight. He deserved the MVP. 2 years ago, he was thinking about retiring, and now he's world champion, Super Bowl MVP. So, I mean, this whole team is such a resilient group. The Patriots are a heck of a football team. And, man, we're world champions.
Take me inside the huddle. Give me something that Nick Foles stated throughout the game.
He just kept saying that he loved us. The whole game, that was repeated over and over. And when you have a guy that just leaves it all out there for his guys, you love playing with that. And I can't say enough good things about this team. We've been doubted all along. No one picked us. We've been underdogs, #1 seed. We heard all about it. And, man, we love being the underdog in the city of Philly.
Did that give you guys momentum? I mean, did that fire you guys up knowing that how could you not be the underdogs against Tom Brady and those guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think this team is the closest team I've ever been a part of. And when people are picking against you consistent each and every week, the whole team is going to be even closer than we were at the end of the season. And Coach Peterson, unbelievable head coach. I mean, no one picked us to win the NFC East. No one picked us to get the #1 seed. How he doesn't win Coach of the Year is a travesty. It wasn't lost on us that he didn't win that, but, I mean, he called an unbelievable game tonight. He was aggressive when he had to be. He was conservative when he had to be. And I'm so lucky to be playing for him.
I'm interested in how this is going to play out for Nick Foles. Yeah. Because at one moment, you want him to go on and get a big-time, long-term deal somewhere, but you don't want to lose him as well, just in case.
Yeah, I mean, this is why you have backup quarterbacks in the league. Carson he was the MVP. He was playing like the best player in the league at the start of the year, 14 weeks. And then we lose him, and that's why you have a backup quarterback like Nick Foles. He's definitely one of the best 32 quarterbacks in the league. We were lucky to have him in the situation that presented itself. And luckily he's under contract, so there's no pressing agenda in that regard, but we're not even thinking about that. We're just happy that we won a world championship for the city of Philly.
You bold, man. So you got the call.
I got the call, finally.
Hey, finally.
When you ball, you get the call.
Let's see the shirt. Can you hold it up for us? Your wife got a lot of camera time today, too.
Oh, yeah.
The sheer elation of a city capturing its first Super Bowl championship unleashed on the streets of Philadelphia tonight. And so from the celebration to the emotional exhaustion inside U.S. Bank Stadium when a lifelong dream was finally realized for Eagle Center Jason Kelsey.
Last 2 weeks after we won, I found myself in the shower crying, dreaming of this moment. You've worked so hard your whole life to get here. Everything culminates. And I can't help but think back to a quote my grandfather gave me from Calvin Coolidge about persistence. I'm not going to say it because it's a little long and it'll drag home, but he gave me that quote when I was 18 years old, when I was not given a scholarship to play at any Division I university. My father and mother told me to stay after my dream. And I've officially accomplished the best thing in this sport with a group of guys who mean the world to me. The resiliency of this team is incredible. We've all talked about it, but when you really sit back and think, a lot of you guys picked us to finish dead last in the NFC East. As the season went along, nobody gave us any inclination that we were the best team in the NFL, especially after injuries started happening, which is understandable. But the fact that we were able to overcome everything, just keep moving forward. I can't help but be a little bit emotional.
That is unbelievable. Let me tell you why. We have gold jackets. But a gold jacket is individual accomplishment. That took place on that field, man, that's the memories that we have. We don't have Hall of Fame memories. We have team-oriented memories, man. That's what this game is all about. That right there. That's why I love it. That's why I love it. That's why I played it. That's why I was passionate about it. I mean, this game is still feeding us, man. That's what it's all about. I love those type of moments right there.
And that's what make you get up in the morning and lift all those weights and run till you're tired, and when you're bleeding and don't want to go anymore. That's what makes you keep going, is because of the dream of doing something special. And I never got that opportunity. I never was that lucky to make it to this stage. And it's a void still to this day that's missing. But to see him emotional, raw emotions like that, I mean, it's
pretty amazing.
I would do it all over again.
What a feeling for Jason Kelce. What a game for Rob Gronkowski. Even a losing effort, 9 catches, 116 yards, and 2 touchdowns. But might one of Gronk's best games be his last?
It stinks me on this side, for sure. It stinks. You put all that hard work in the whole year. I'm proud of the boys. I'm proud to be on this team. I'm proud of the way everyone played. I'm proud of how my teammates, we all fought together all year long, and we just never gave up. We played to all 60 minutes till the final whistle. So proud to be part of this organization, of this year, and you just got to keep your chin up because we put a lot of work in. We put a lot in for each other, and just didn't end the way we wanted it to. But we've accomplished a lot, and we got to stay positive. I don't know how you heard that, but I mean, I'm definitely going to look at my future for sure. I'm going to sit down the next couple of weeks and see where I'm at.
Gronk, what would make you retire?
I'm not ready for these type of questions right now. I mean, I'm just going to sit down, reflect on the season, probably talk to my teammates. We fought all year long, all the receivers, running backs, linemen. I mean, we put all the work in together. So I'm just going to reflect on the season, proud of the boys, and just see what happens from here.
But you're human, isn't it?
So if you're keeping track, Tom Brady, about 15 minutes after the game was over, said, yeah, I expect to be back. You know, I'm 40 years old, but I expect to keep playing. Rob Gronkowski says I'm going to have to contemplate my future. Does that shock you to hear that out of his mouth?
It does shock me because he's still playing at a high level. He's still fairly young. You know, but at the same time, Prime, he has had numerous injuries, back injuries, a number of other things. We know he wears the elbow brace, and so obviously that still bothers him. But it is shocking to see a player in his prime, as young as he is, to talk about retirement.
Well, you got to understand, Earl Thomas contemplated that a season ago, I believe. It's almost like after you suffer a loss, when you've consistently won, your mind starts playing tricks on you. That's why, look, where's my camera? You never make a real decision based on emotions. Take your time, deep breath, say la, and just relax and golf it all. Because Gronk, this stage is Gronk, man. Yeah. This is who he is.
Right.
Gronk went to work out there today. That was not his fault why they came out without the W. This guy's a football player. That's what he does. That's who he is at this point in his life. He's going to take his time. He's going to take a deep breath, and he's going to rethink this whole situation.
A team-high 9 grabs for 116 yards. No shocker because he led the team in those categories this year. He's going to be 29 in May. I mean, that's right in the prime of it. But you can understand, this is a guy, remember, he missed their Super Bowl run a year ago. Yeah. They went without him, went on the great run, ended up with the huge comeback against Atlanta. And also, for a guy of his stature, his contract's not great for him either. Is it possible that he's floating that out there to get those guys thinking about that?
I don't think Gronk plays games, business games like that. I mean, when he says something, I believe he means it. That's how he feels at that moment. But again, this is based on emotions. You just lost the Super Bowl. This is the world's largest sporting event, and it has to play with your head mentally. Gronk is going to play football. He's going to continue to be one of the best to ever play at that position, and he's going to get paid eventually.
The Eagles running backs racking up 164 yards on the ground, 90 of them from LeGarrette Blount, including this touchdown run. He and teammate Jay Ajayi join the set next on Game Day Prime.
I don't know what it's like to lose everything I own. I don't know what it's like to serve and protect. I don't know what it's like to raise a family without a home. I don't know what it's like to walk in your shoes. But I do know what it means to care about people. And I do know that I can do my part and that we will do our part to ensure that our work outlives us.
We took legendary and made it liberating. We took safe and made it daring. We took intelligent and made it utterly irresistible. We took the most advanced E-Class ever and made the most exciting E-Class ever. The 2018 E-Class Coupe and Sedan from Mercedes-Benz. The best or nothing.
Alexa, call the living room.
Calling the living room.
You're locked in the garage again.
No. Yes.
Alexa, how many sticks of butter in a cup?
There are 2 sticks of butter in 1 cup.
Totally worth it.
Alexa, play the Grand Tour.
What's different about TA during our playoff run is we have so much experience from guys who've actually been in those situations.
Willie McGinnis, David Carr, DeMarcus Ware.
From the quarterback all the way to the O-lineman.
We appreciate each other's opinion, but it's always from a different perspective.
This is as easy as it gets.
This offense has to run from inside out. We can break down every phase of the game and give you a clear insight of what's going on or what could happen.
This team has everything to make a deep playoff run.
More than $10,000 to the IRS. If so, you may qualify for the IRS Fresh Start program, so you won't have to make any payments to the IRS. That's right. If you qualify for the IRS Fresh Start program, you won't make any IRS payments once you are accepted. Once you're in the IRS Fresh Start program, the IRS will stop all harassing and threatening collection activities. Call Fidelity Tax Relief at 800-410-9516 to see if you qualify. 800-410-9516.
There are 2 types of people in the world. Those who fear the future and those who embrace it. The future is for the unafraid.
All because of you.
Pulls under center. He comes right back to Blount. Blount across the 10, the 15, the 10, the 5. The train is in the end zone. 21 yards. He looks like a big lumbering power back, but boy can he dance.
All right, well, here we go. You know what? Let's get him here. We've got LeGarrette Blount, Jay Ajayi joining us here live on NFL Network on Game Day Prime. So go ahead. LeGarrette, grab a seat.
We got everybody. Come on up, man.
Guys, welcome to the show. Jay, grab that mic right in front of you. LeGarrette, have a seat. Grab that mic. First of all,
that's my boy. Oh, mama, bro.
Hey, Jay.
Nobody.
All right, first of all, you look a little bit like Lennox Lewis coming into the ring draped in that flag, man. Did you have that thing stashed away?
I had some of my UK friends give it to me as a gift. So I'm flying the flag high tonight.
How does this feel, man? Traded in the middle of the season. You didn't know what to expect, but tonight you're a Super Bowl champion.
You know, God always has a plan. You never really know what the journey, how the road is going to lead. But the final destination was always to be a Super Bowl champion wherever I was at. And I'm so grateful that it was in Philly, a team that's a true family, a team that's brothers that really care for one another. And I'm so grateful to be a part of it.
LeGarrette, how many is that, my brother? How many is that?
That's 3, Prime.
3?
Sir.
How do you feel, man? I mean, Because normally you make a move from the Patriots like that, usually you're digressing. But not only did you make that move, but you came back and beat your former teammates, man.
Man, it's a crazy feeling, man. Just the fact that, you know, we knew that we was destined for greatness early in the season, man. It was special. We knew we had something special. We love each other, man. It's a family-oriented team. You know, and obviously, you know, we're going against one of the best teams in the league, and they're going to always be one of the better teams in the league. And so we just, man, we do everything we can, man, to make sure that we come out on top of these games.
He started off by saying family mama. And when they didn't want to sign your baby and pay your baby what he was worth, did that bother you, mama?
Yes, it did. But it's okay, though. We've always learned, you know, when you run it, what you do when you run into a big brick wall? You know what I'm saying? You knock it down.
That's right.
You don't just run into it and turn around and just say, oh, I ain't going to worry about that. Go to the next thing. You keep hitting it till you knock it down. It'll fall.
And it did fall.
Hey, Mama, I got a question. I know he's done it before. What is it like to watch your son run through his old team and score a touchdown in the Super Bowl?
There's not even words for it. It's just amazing. It's just amazing, and he's amazing.
Oh, that's nice.
Jay, you got to introduce us to who's joining us on the set.
This is Mama Train.
Mama.
This Mama Train right here. Mama Train.
Mama Train, we got to ask you, how proud of you are your son? He's a Super Bowl champion tonight.
I am very, very, very proud that he is now a Super Bowl champion. That is truly awesome.
Terrific game tonight, huh?
I'm sorry?
A terrific game tonight, too.
It was definitely nerve-wracking towards the end, but we made it.
Can you ask Mama how she felt when they ran her baby out of Miami? Okay, please.
He said, how did you feel when they traded him from Miami to Philadelphia?
Okay, well, at first when I heard the news, I was totally stunned because it was just something that we didn't see coming at all. But then, you know, when I knew that the team that he was going to, I just felt elated, and I know that, you know, he's a hard worker, and he's just going to be, you know, a team player there and just do whatever he can to make that team better. And look at where we are right now, Super Bowl champions.
Well said, Mama Train. Well said.
LeGarrette, was there anything you shared with your teammates because you were in that Patriots locker room last year? Is there anything you told them about getting ready for this game?
I just told them that this is going to be the hardest game that we've played all season. This is going to be the toughest opponent that we've played all season. I didn't have to tell them too much because, you know, obviously they've done all the right things and the things that we need to do to get us to this point. So I didn't have to tell them anything to deter away from their focus and their goal. They knew what they had to do.
Anything being said out there by the defense to you?
Nobody want to hit that. Nobody want to hit that.
No trash talking.
Oh, nobody trash talking Blunt. Nobody trash talking to the big fellas.
So that's right down my alley, so we just ain't gonna even get started on that.
Very good. Hey, guys.
With the pads, too. We do that talking.
Yeah.
All game.
Guys, congratulations, Jay Ajayi and Mama. LeGarrette Blunt and Mama. Go celebrate. Yeah. It's a special day for you guys.
A lot of celebrating to do.
That's right.
Billy, we bringing it to the crib. To the crib. Billy, we back.
Nobody.
Ajayi and Blunt helping the Eagles put up 538 yards in the Patriots defense, adding up to a painful Super Bowl loss for New England and safety Devin McCourty.
You'd rather not be here if you're going to lose. It's just the truth. You'd rather have lost 2 or 3 weeks ago rather than come here and lose. So, but the truth is you reset and you put in all the hard work. And you try to get back to this spot. It's hard. You know, we know that. You know, first time I got here, it took 3 years to get back. So there's no guarantee we'll be back in the playoffs, no guarantee we'll be in the AFC Championship. So we just got to, you know, get back to work, obviously as individuals for the offseason, and try to get better so we make enough plays to win games next year.
So let's remember, this is a team that really struggled the first month. Teams were running up and down the field and putting points on the board like mad. Since week 5, they had given up the fewest points in the NFL, given up 14 points per game. You reverse that number, you get 41. That's what we saw tonight. It was borderline shocking, to be honest with you.
Well, it was shocking because their regular personnel wasn't on the field. And see, to me, that's always a bad sign. When you try to mix up the personnel on Super Bowl Sunday and change the rotation, Prime know this better than anybody. It throws off the defense.
Well, let's talk about Brady right now, because all week long, they didn't do Brady right. What I mean by that, you start mentioning Brady with Jordan. You can't do that as an athlete. We raised Jordan up on the flag, baby. He is it for us. You can't put Tom there. But now, this is your third Super Bowl loss. Where is he now? Brady, to me, still is arguably, and I've said that, and even last week I ventured out and said he's the best. But, I mean, 3 Super Bowl, and that was not his fault today. Let's get this straight.
He threw for 505 yards.
But nevertheless, the quarterback gets the record for the win.
You're right.
The quarterback gets the record for the loss.
The Vince Lombardi Trophy finally has a home in Philadelphia, and to give the celebration proper perspective, Mike Silver joins Game Day Prime next.
Over a year ago, I was diagnosed with advanced non-small cell lung cancer.
A true story with Keytruda.
My world came crashing down.
Come on, kids.
But I was not ready to give up.
After testing for high levels of PD-L1, I started on Keytruda.
In a clinical study, Keytruda offered patients a longer life than chemotherapy, and it's an immunotherapy that can be your first treatment. Keytruda is for adults with non-small cell lung cancer that has spread, who test positive for PD-L1, and whose tumors do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. Keytruda can cause your immune system to attack normal organs and tissues in your body and affect how they work, and may be serious and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you experience new or worsening cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, diarrhea, severe stomach pain or tenderness, nausea or vomiting, rapid heartbeat, increased hunger or thirst, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in urine, changes in eyesight, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain, rash, itching or flushing, as this may keep these problems from becoming more serious. These are not all the possible side effects of Keytruda. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems, or if you've had an organ transplant, or lung, breathing, or liver problems.
I used to take the small things for granted. I don't anymore.
Living longer is possible. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. Ask your doctor about Keytruda, with more FDA-approved uses for advanced lung cancer than any other immunotherapy.
Coach, what's going on?
I'm up here in the press box where I'm usually not.
Ain't no better place to be. Right here, right now.
NFL football, right here on NFL Network. Around the clock, we make your morning.
The best hour of your life. We're going there.
Your Thursday nights.
The offenses arrive tonight.
That's how we roll here on Thursday Night Football.
We are all day, every day.
We start with the developing story.
We are the NFL's future.
Welcome to the NFL Draft. He's got Pro Bowl potential.
Present.
It's time to go, baby.
And past.
Any guy that touched the ball could score.
Don't know what that feeling is like to walk off the field Super Bowl champion.
We are where the season never ends.
That is what I'm talking about.
We are football.
Time right now for our Hero of the Game, presented by Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan on Prime Video. And who do you think it is? It's your Super Bowl 52 MVP, Nick Foles. Replaced Carson Wentz, the original starter for the Eagles in Week 15, and never looked back. 28 of 43, 373, 3 touchdowns, including a game-winning drive to best the GOAT, and now the former defending Super Bowl champions. Our Mike Garafolo caught up with the owner of the Eagles.
Eagles owner Jeffrey Lurie with a big smile on his face that he has not yet been able to wipe off. What is the feeling like in that locker room for you?
Oh my God, you know, I think it's for all of us. It's an incredible group of men to be able to pull this off with all those injured guys, without Carson. And they've been that way from wire to wire, best team in the NFL. And incredible coaching staff led by Doug. Howie Roseman and his staff, unbelievable job, and the most incredible men that come with our players. I just can't, I'm almost speechless about it, because their resilience and their love for each other and trust, maybe it's a lesson for the world. It's incredible what you can accomplish if you trust each other and work so hard together every single day.
On the field, during the trophy presentation, right afterward, Tom Petty, I Won't Back Down, is playing. Howie Roseman walks to the end of the podium. He says, "Hey, Jeffrey," and he points up to the speakers. What was the meaning behind that moment there?
Well, after Tom Petty passed away, we decided we were going to do a tribute to Tom, and we did that in the next game, and we never stopped doing it. And it sort of became like we're going to be a team that doesn't back down, and it became sort of one of our theme songs.
One of your theme songs. You've got a couple.
We've got a lot.
The Meek Mill song that you came out.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Were you dancing to that one in the locker room today?
I was.
You talked about Hal Roseman, and he's more than an employee to you. I mean, that's been clear.
Yeah.
So the fact that he was able to come back and take this team here as general manager so quickly, what does that mean to you?
Well, it's, I've worked with Howie for 18 years. He's incredibly smart, incredibly focused, and he's just, a huge part of everything we do, and couldn't be happier for Howie.
What'd you tell Doug Peterson after this game?
I was so proud of him and his staff. I mean, to be able to lead the way through everything we've gone through this year, it's an incredible sort of ability that Doug's brought that's just undervalued because it's so genuine, so focused, and so real, and it resonates.
The first football championship for the city of Philadelphia since 1960. What are you expecting this parade to be like? Have you gotten any reports about what it's like tonight?
I heard it's pretty much pandemonium, but I tell you, our fans, whether they're in Philly or around the country, around the world, they are so deserving, and this parade, well, it just might be the parade of parades. I don't think there'll ever be a bigger one or a more passionate one. Let's put it that way.
Eagles owner Jeffrey Lurie, a champion. Where's the confetti? I don't see any confetti.
It's been all over.
Congratulations. Enjoy the party with your team. Tonight, there's some confetti for you right there. Congratulations.
All right, time to see what's trending, presented by Hyundai. And we start with the guy who's got a few rings in his sport, the king, LeBron James. This is one incredible game, to say the least, obviously. Amazing. Hashtag Super Bowl 2018. How about the winningest coach of all time, Don Shula? Great win, Eagles. Proud of Doug Peterson, my quarterback, when I broke George Halas's record, which I believe came against the Eagles.
Don Shula ain't got no Twitter, man. Y'all stop.
And then Will Smith, he's got one.
Stop.
Philly has left the building. I love it. I love it. It's good stuff. Good stuff. You know what else is good stuff? Our own Michael Silver, to put it all in perspective for the city of brotherly love.
Thanks, Chris. In December, as he walked out of the LA Coliseum, movie producer turned owner Jeffrey Lurie was dealing with the classic Hollywood awful ending. They had beaten the Rams, but Carson Wentz, his franchise quarterback, had gone down with a severe knee injury, and to everyone on the outside, the Eagles' Super Bowl dreams looked lost. But they got back into it and dug down, rallied around Nick Foles, got all the way to the Super Bowl. Now fast forward to last Friday. He gave an emotional surprise speech to his team after practice on Friday at the University of Minnesota. And he talked about family, and he talked about the city of Philadelphia, a city which has had so many heartbreaks and so little glory when it came to the Eagles. And they went out and did something incredible because everyone in that locker room believed.
Last December 10th, the Philadelphia Eagles strutted into the LA Coliseum with a serious bounce in their step. Then, in a nauseating third quarter sequence, MVP candidate Carson Wentz's left knee buckled.
Well, nobody wants to see this. Carson Wentz is going off to get looked at.
And a suspicious fan base waited for their newly vulnerable heroes in green and white to do the same. Really, who could blame them? 57 years removed from their third and last NFL championship, the Eagles had put their fans through an odyssey of headaches and heartbreak, with even the most talented teams falling short when it mattered most.
Dropped! The rookie was all by himself.
The images were indelible and unbearable. Ron Jaworski serving up 3 interceptions to Raiders linebacker Rod Martin in Super Bowl 15.
And Rod Martin once again slams the door in the face of the man they call Jaws.
The Bears making Buddy Ryan's dominant defense disappear in the Fog Bowl 8 years later. Donovan McNabb running out of gas against the Patriots in Super Bowl 39.
A painful, painful defeat. There will be no parade.
So yes, Wentz's injury seemed to doom Philly to another massive letdown. But the NFC's top dogs refused to roll over and play dead.
Foles delivers to Ertz. Nick Foles is dealing.
Home underdogs in their first 2 playoff games, the Eagles embraced the part, unmasking their opponents with passion and precision and carrying a title-starved city along for the ride.
The best fans in the NFL deserve every bit of it.
This time, the Heartbreak Kids were truly super, seizing the franchise's first Lombardi trophy from the expectant hands of a legendary quarterback and coach. With Wentz just beginning his NFL journey, this fantastic Philly finish could be the start of something huge. But whatever happens down the road, the Eagles' grateful fans will always cherish the glorious run of these undeterred underdogs.
I have been in some emotional locker rooms. What I just witnessed with the Eagles, it's one of the most poignant scenes that I've seen in my decades covering the league. And the connection with the city of Philadelphia was palpable. 9th-year safety Malcolm Jenkins said to me, I can't wait to get back. I can't wait to get back to Philly. How many times have you ever heard that? I need to get back to the city before they burn it down, Chris.
Michael, thank you very much. There were parties all over the country, including out in Southern California, where Kobe Bryant, who went to Lower Merion High School in Philadelphia, watching the final play unfold. And how great is this? I love it when a 5-time NBA champ is this passionate about another sport. That's the way it is. That's the DNA of the city of Philadelphia, which is celebrating a title of any kind for the first time in decade since the 2008 Phillies won the World Series trophy. What do you think this means to the city of brotherly love, LT?
Well, I just think it means the world to them. I mean, all the times they've come so close and been disappointed. And I just, through the years, they've had some really talented teams.
Yeah, when McNabb was there, they 4 straight NFC title games, right?
But even with Randall Cunningham, remember the bad luck they had a great team with Randall Cunningham, and then he ended up getting hurt, was lost for, I think, the year when they had the best opportunity. But it's kind of like that Rocky theme, right? You know, that's what it reminds me of. The Rocky theme, the underdog, and they played to it today, so I'm sure that city is going to go crazy.
Jeff Lurie is one of the best owners in the game. I love him to life. And if you played against Philly, you can't stand the fans. You can't. Right. But if you really know football, they have one of the most passionate fan bases in sports, whether that's football, baseball, basketball, hockey, wherever. That's who they are, and they never desert their team. So congratulations, Philly. Congratulations. Well deserved.
Everybody be well behaved.
Nick Foles is your Super Bowl 52 MVP, but where does he fall on Dion's Super Bowl top 3? Let's go prime time next.
Pack for any occasion with Joseph A. Bank's Super Tuesday sale and save up to 70% store-wide. $19.05 in executive suits, $199. And all dress shirts, $39. And an extra 50% off all clearance. The Super Tuesday sale, only at Joseph A. Bank.
Biscuit, biscuit, biscuit. 2 pieces of chicken. Mashed potatoes. Cookie and a drink. All available at KFC for just $5. It's finger licking good.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a red-hot mascot.
Whoop, whoop. Hey, you're on fire! You bet I am. Dude, you're on fire. Oh, yeah. No, you're on fire. Look behind you.
I'm cool. That's one way to fire up the crowd, but we covered it. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Barry Sanders is one of the greatest running backs in football history. When it came to ducking defenders, nobody did it better. He's also a serious dodgeball player.
Here's the spin. Patriots left. Holy mackerel. Barry
we still got it.
But when it comes to mortgages, he's less confident. Fortunately, there's Rocket Mortgage. It's simple, so he can understand the details and be sure he's getting the right mortgage. Apply simply, understand fully, mortgage confidently. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans.
Know my name. You don't know it yet, but I'm your all-time favorite player.
Lamar Jackson with more wizardry.
I'm the next face of the franchise. Sam Darnold. Incredible.
I'm the X Factor. I'm your new screensaver.
Mayfield, it's like he's got eyes in the back of his head.
I'm your lucky jersey. Know my name. The future starts here. Follow my journey on NFL Network.
The Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions. Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you. Let the celebration begin.
If this is a dream, don't wake me up.
I'm going to have 3, because that's how we do it. It's a Super Bowl edition and the final edition. So here goes my top 3. Remember, mine, not yours. Number 3. How about Brandon Graham? Sack, forced fumble with 2:16 left in the game. You talk about a huge play. Brady hadn't been touched all night until this. Zach Ertz. I mean, this man balled. He got the call as well. He balled all year. 7 receptions, 67 yards. TD scored the go-ahead touchdown with 2:21 left in the game. As you can see, his wife is going berserk. Pretty smile, too, man. I like that kid. And number 1, Nick Foles, man. LT, I remember when he first got in there, man. I was like, hey, I like some Nick Foles, man. I don't care what nobody says. I love me some Nick Foles. 28 for 43, 373 yards, 3 TDs, 1 pick. Wasn't even his fault on that pick. And caught a 1-yard TD pass.
This was fun.
It
See
was.
many of those guys who get their first Super Bowl ring. We saw Chris Long and LeGarrette Blount, who had been there before, but to see the faces of these guys, enjoy it. Something special.
Great season, guys.
Hey, it was fun this week.
It was awesome, LTZ.
All right. Prime.
Aw, that's sweet.
And my man LT, as always.
Hey,
thanks so much for watching.
Before you go, good evening.
Good evening. Holla.
Or good night.